I don't know what they were thinking. I really don't. But the Joe Biden speech backfires as hashtag dictator trends on Twitter. Also, a hashtag pedo Hitler also trends on Twitter. We're going to explain that. But we're going to go over a lot of things. So here's everything that you need to know about this. Yes, we got this and so much more here today on the Joe Padula Show. Absolutely.
He doesn't wonder what it's like on the ground in Afghanistan. He's been there serving our country and defending Lady Liberty.
Absolutely.
It's the Joe Padula Show, Clarksville's conversation.
Yeah, let me get this up here. Let's see. Where are you? Oh, there you are. What's up, Joe? What's going on? Man. Woo! Hey, what's going on? My name is Joe. Veteran, not a victim. Former Screaming Eagle, soldier from the 2nd Brigade Combat Team, Strike, 101st Airborne Division, Air Assault! And I appreciate you all for the opportunity and your time. And hey, whether you served or not, I thank you for your service currently, because you are all culture warriors now. That's right. We are in a culture war. There's no denying it. Whose rights are being stepped on? Who has precedent? Right. So yeah, you've been drafted. Glad to have you aboard, soldier. Check out this this real quick. Make sure to share, like, subscribe. We are shadow banned because big tech does not like this side of the culture war. No, they do not. You want to meet a culture warrior? Let's do it. What's up, Bay?
How's it going?
How's it going, Bay?
It's going.
Here, let me see if I got the Bay thing. Yeah, there's Bay. How does it feel to be a culture warrior? Did you ever want to be one?
Yeah.
No. You just want to be left alone, right?
Yeah, that's how.
That's it.
Yep.
But they won't leave us alone.
Yeah, I just want to go to work and pay my bills
That's it.
and live my life.
And then they want to make the bills higher.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, that's all we want to do is just go to work and pay our bills.
Bills.
And have our constitutional rights. That's all.
Yeah. Have my freedom.
Yeah, my freedom, but they want to infringe on it. They want to take it away. They want to censor it. The First Amendment's number one for a reason. Freedom of speech. Because I got to say something.
Yep.
The Second Amendment is number two for a reason.
So I can protect myself.
You're damn right. Oh, boy. Well, what's going on, Clay Bright? Clay Bright checking in on the YouTubes. More days of 100+ here in California. Hi, kiddos. It's perfect weather here in Tennessee. Come on down. Come on down. Enjoy nice weather and low taxes. Yeah, you Californians. Jay Mickelborg checking in. Anybody watch Pedo Hitler, right? Last night? Yes, we're going to get into it all today, Jay Mickelborg, in the comments. No doubt about that. Let's do this. I don't know what they were thinking. We got a lot to cover to include not only just the words that this man screamed, but also the lighting, the use of military figures, the Marines in the back. We're going to get into that as well. Because Joe Biden, I'm on the Gateway Pundit, Joe Biden on Thursday declared war pretty much on Trump supporters in a very divisive primetime speech on the battle for the soul of America. He was in Philadelphia, and Biden called 75+ million Trump supporters pretty much, in a nutshell, a clear and present danger to our democracy, quote unquote. Look at all of these ads I got to click through. Quote, you know what? Let's just play it. Let's just play it. I got some clips. We can't play the whole thing, but I do have some clips I would like to play here for you. Look at that. Why would you ever? This is not going to go well for them.
Too much of what's happening in our country today is not normal. Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic. Now, I want to be very clear up front. Not every Republican, not even the majority of Republicans are MAGA Republicans.
The majority of Republicans, especially elected ones in office today, are MAGA Republicans. With the exception of Liz Cheney, who's about to be, stepped down because she just lost her election in Wyoming. All right. Mitt Romney, all right, in Utah. You got a handful of other ones, but the majority of the Republican Party is America First, MAGA Republicans.
MAGA Republicans do not respect the Constitution. MAGA.
What do we start the show off with today, DeBay? The Constitution.
Right.
Not only do we respect it, we actually know it. All right, we pay attention to it. We defend it. Because it's designed. The Constitution, here's the big misconception of the culture war. The Constitution is designed to protect me from the government. It is not designed to protect the government from the people.
No.
That's where they got it all backwards.
Forces are determined to take this country backwards to an America where there is no right to choose.
What?
No right to privacy. No right to contraception. No right to marry who you love.
What? You do you, boo. Just leave me alone. This is all because he is pissed that his approval is so low. They know what's coming in November. Make sure to go out and vote in person. Bring your friends. And every time he tries to do an executive order, it gets shot down by the Supreme Court. All right?
I don't blame him.
Remember, we're going to force everyone to get vaccinated, okay? Supreme Court goes, no.
And then the Johnson & Johnson.
Oh, my God, the clotting. Forget about it, right? All right, Roe versus Wade. Supreme Court's like, listen, this is not in the Constitution, okay? It has to go back down to the states. That's what the 10th Amendment says, okay? You want to say we know the Constitution. That's why we are constitutionalists, and that's why we're a constitutionalist republic. Not a dictatorship, which we're going to get into this background in a moment.
They promote authoritarian leaders and they fan the flames of political violence that are a threat to our personal rights, to the pursuit of justice, to the rule of law.
We're going to go into the rule of law in just a moment, by the way, my friends. Hang in there. Buckle up.
To the very soul of this country. People's habits of the heart and our character. Optimism that is tested yet endures.
Do you hear it, Bay? What do you hear in the background?
Optimism that is tested yet endures. Courage that digs deep
Do you hear it?
when we need it. Empathy that fuels democracy. The willingness to see each other not as enemies but as fellow Americans. Look.
You just called me the enemy.
Yeah.
What? You just called me the enemy.
Democracy.
Come on, man.
The willingness to see each other not as enemies but as fellow
Jay
Americans.
Nickelborg hears it.
Look, our democracy isn't perfect. It always has been. Notwithstanding those folks you hear on the other side there. They're entitled to be outrageous. This is a democracy.
You just said no.
But history and common sense.
Okay.
God bless you all. Democracy. Thank you.
Okay, so this is like the ending of it, right? He always looks lost. Like, where do I go now? Like, I bet they told him. Oh, and here comes Jill to, Here comes Jill to guide him off, right? Mike's not on, sir. You know why? Because I shut it off, because I know he would say something stupid right there. All right, and then he walks off. All right. Yeah. This does not go well for Biden and everyone on Twitter. Hashtag pedo Twitter, pedo Hitler was trending. Do you know why pedo?
Well,
Hunter Biden calls Joe Biden pedo Peter. Right. I think Joe Biden really touched his children. I mean, with all the sniffing and everything, and it's just a thought. But yeah, pedo Hitler trends on Twitter following Joe Biden's tyrannical and threatening speech to the nation. And then Twitter screws with the numbers, too. Of course they do. Oh, look at that.
damn.
Like, it really does something like Joseph Goebbels, he was the Nazi head of propaganda. This really does look like something that he would have set up.
That what it looked like to me.
Right?
Yeah,
No more of the ads. Yeah, he lied about the economy. I mean, recession, it's here. You know?
It's been here
I know.
ever since the lockdown, right?
Oh, yeah. But here's some of the hashtag pedo Hitler. Yesterday, you witnessed the biggest miscalculation and political backfire in U.S. history, says Cat Turd. Great site to follow on Twitter, by the way. Cat Turd, awesome. But look at that, man.
That looked like that one Hitler, where Hitler doing the speech.
Like, damn.
Well, he said 9.
9. Also, dictator
Yeah,
was trending last night.
that's what they've been trying to do.
170,000 tweets. And went as high as number 6 trend worldwide was pedo Hitler. Could you imagine, like, people are just like, what's trending? Pedo Hitler?
What?
Right.
Oh my God. Oh man.
ABC, CBS, NBC, PBS, and Fox News refused to air the Joe Biden demonic speech yesterday.
That looked like they're gonna be a bunch of stickers.
Oh boy, look what the like it really does.
I told you.
Whoever did this needs to be fired. Chris Early making his way in. Chris, whoever did this or approved this or signed off on this needs to be fired
Double time.
from the Biden administration.
It was not me, but I'm down.
Look at the difference. Okay, look at the difference. Everything it's projecting. Everything they yell and scream about, they are really just about it. It's them.
It is, absolutely.
Russia, Russia, Russia. Look what happened. It was them.
Yeah,
Ukraine.
Putin gas prices.
Yeah, it was them.
You know?
Gotta love the nice big red that he worked behind.
And I get it. You got blue on the outside, but this is what, like, we just saw the clip. Back out of it.
I'm angry.
Joe Rogan too. What did we say yesterday? You lose Joe Rogan, or what did we say the other day? You lose Walter if you lose Walter Cronkite, you lose the nation.
Right.
If you lose Joe Rogan, you lose the nation. Right.
Right now, and he said to vote Republican.
Yeah, he did. He did the other day. He was being interviewed. He was interviewing Aaron Rodgers there.
Yeah.
Yeah, not Aaron Judge.
Not Aaron Judge.
No. But yeah, Joe Rogan, he slams the blood red dark background of Biden's speech also.
Yeah.
So he went on to Instagram, and here's what he posted on Instagram. All right, he posted this picture that went viral, and he goes, "Imagine thinking this was a good idea."
Just when you thought it was safe.
And look at all the likes. You know what I mean?
Right.
Let me see if I can see the comments.
He used the Marines as a pawn,
Oh, dude.
which
We're about to get into that. Yeah, hold that thought. Hold
I'm
that
holding.
thought for a moment because, yeah, we're about to get into that. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't be on Instagram here on a public live. Not on my personal one anyway. So, yeah. There's one guy, though. Do you know who Dave Portnoy is?
yes, the Presidente.
Barstool.
Yeah, El Presidente.
Oh, is that what he calls? That's what they're
That's
called?
what they call him. Yeah.
He might have said it best. So, Barstool Sports. Great app, right?
Yeah, he's the one who started the one bite, everybody knows the rules pizza. He started off by going around to different pizzerias around New York, New Jersey, and he started raiding those places. And then he was able to create Barstool Sports from his
Rating of pizza?
rating of pizza, his fame from that.
Well, he watched it yesterday.
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay, I always say I hate talking politics because no matter what, one extreme will fucking come for your throat. No matter
Oh, yeah,
what
he
you
curses.
say. But here I am, talking politics, sort of. As much as I say hate it, I don't know, I'm glutton for punishment. So I'm minding my own business last night, watching college football, had Tennessee for 50 dimes, one easy, gave it out, no big deal, 50 grand, big deal. And these images, I'm not watching what Biden's speech, I didn't even know he had a fucking speech.
Oh, I guess you
but
didn't
all
watch
these
it, I'm
images
sorry.
come out. And my God, the man looks like Nazi Germany with a dash of Cold War Soviet Union.
It really does.
Really, I thought Soviet Union right off the bat.
I just got it.
See, I thought Nazi.
I got a bad vibe. That's all
yeah.
I knew. I was like,
With the
Like it, you know the Nazi eagle, right?
Yeah.
Like there's the wings.
I'm just saying, but yeah.
Why would you do this?
Nazi Germany with a dash of Cold War Soviet Union with a dash of Dwight
What's up,
Schrute.
Anthony?
No revolution is worth anything
Remember this from The Office?
unless it can defend itself.
With a dash of Hunger Games, just like the biggest dictator looking set ever. Surreal. It's surreal. It's actually like laugh out loud funny because you know how much money politicians, especially the president, spend on everything like staging, hair,
a good
makeup,
point.
lighting. And they come up with this. They come up with this set. Pictures going viral. And today we have Democrats defending it, being like, it wasn't that bad if you're focused on this.
Josh Lane. Yeah, that's what unity looks like right there. Yeah, don't forget. Biden's inauguration speech said that he was going to unify this country. Now
His unity it was only that of the Democratic Party.
Right. Now it's 75 plus million voters. Okay, you're anti-constitution.
I just retweeted the guy's like, oh, what? The
Semi-fascist.
president's never
Yeah.
spoken with the military behind him with like a picture of George Bush in the middle of the day with like a Navy like aircraft carrier and American flag.
I remember that one.
It looked actually great.
Mission accomplished, right?
And this is my point. If you can't look at the photos and the imagery that came out from Biden last night, and without a doubt, it was the worst staging in the history of American politics. They always talk about the debate with what, Nixon, Kennedy? Nixon's like
Yeah,
sweating.
yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't born.
Kennedy looked good.
This man, our president, looked like fucking Hitler. I'm not saying he said
Yeah.
whatever. I didn't really even listen to a lot of the speech. He looked like fucking a caricature.
And here's the thing too. You know who else is watching, right?
Every other country. China, Russia.
Right.
He looked like Hitler. If you're a Democrat and you can't admit how awful and how bad and how big of a misstep that was and almost laugh at it, then you're a demented brain.
You know what they were probably going for? You know that they went crazy for this Dark Brandon meme? The left, they suck at memes, by the way. They're just terrible at memes.
Well, yeah.
Well, they took like the Dark Knight and they put Joe Biden's head on it, and he goes, look how awesome he looks. You know, the Batman Dark Knight.
Right.
Right. I bet they were going for that look, and it just backfired on them.
That's all I want to say. If you're arguing that, no, that wasn't a big deal, who cares? What are you talking about? The imagery. No, that matters. That'll be used in campaign. In fact, if you're Biden, you should probably, instead of all your dumbass tweets, you should probably tweet like a joke like, man, I look like the H-Man last night. But if you are that stuck in your views, and it happens both ways, where you can't objectively be like, holy fuck, who did that? Well, then your brain's fucking broken. Because that was the worst imagery of all time. Our president looked like fucking Hitler. And anyone who says otherwise is full of shit. And that's why politics suck. You have people arguing like, what? What are you talking about? I didn't see anything wrong. Of course you did.
Reports
Yeah.
of 26.9 million people watched that speech. That's actually really, 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 really bad. In the grand scheme of things, when you think of how many people, the 330 plus million in the
right.
United States, and he got about less than a tenth of a percent, or a 10.
I didn't watch it live. You know, I had to watch it. I to be honest with you, I didn't even know he was going, live prime time.
Right, I did. I refused to watch it live because I can't afford to keep buying new TVs.
That's right. Yeah, well, slammed by mainstream journalists for using Marines as props while attacking Americans.
Of course.
Right. So, Joe Biden faced backlash from mainstream news reporters last night as U.S. Marines were positioned behind him during a highly polarizing political speech in which the president demonized millions of Americans as being extremists. That's his words.
Yeah.
Extremists.
The MAGA.
Right, who posed a threat to the country. His words. The report, this is from the Daily Wire. Biden repeatedly had to clear his throat and cough through the speech. He did. That's why you got just the clips here.
Yeah.
And
Wonderful editing.
And he was blaming Donald Trump for the nation's problems, but despite Trump being out of power for almost 2 years, and the Democrats controlling the entire federal government. They have a 50-50 tie with the tie-breaking vote in the Senate with the vice president.
Right.
Okay, they have control of the Congress with Speaker of the House as well.
Right.
About to change.
Nancy Pelosi.
They have to blame somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that they blamed Trump. He blamed Trump for the education decline.
That's right. That's
for
right.
closing the schools.
Yeah. First of all, it's the governors who closed down. It's the school boards who chose to close down schools. Let me tell you what those school boards are like.
He was trying. Trump was initially Trump said yes, we'll close the schools 2 weeks.
Yeah. 12,
for the curve.
12 days to
for the curve.
Yeah.
14 days for the curve.
To flatten the curve.
Flatten the curve. And then he was pushing for the schools to be opened, but the school boards and the Teachers Association were fighting to keep them closed.
Of course, the teacher unions. But nonetheless, on federal lands, flanked by U.S. Marines, President Biden ramps up his argument against his political opposition, warning of the perils of Trump-inspired politics. White House Correspondents Association President Stephen Portnoy, who works for CBS, he tweeted that.
Not to be, he's not related with Dave Portnoy.
No. But this is CBS News.
Right.
Calling it out.
Well, it's because they're getting called out for not calling it out.
Well, here's the thing. This is a problem. Do you know what DOD Directive 1344.10 is?
Political activities by members of the armed forces on active duty.
Yes. Let me zoom in on it.
That's because I could read.
Okay, section 4.1.2. A member of the armed forces on active duty shall not. Let's go down to 4.1.2.6. Participate in any radio, television, or other program or group discussion as an advocate for or against a partisan political party, candidate, or cause.
Right.
Those Marines on screen
Wasn't supposed to be it.
could really be in some trouble.
No, because they didn't say anything. They were red washed, so to speak. No different than a president giving a speech from an aircraft carrier. They're told to be there. They're there. They're not speaking out.
Let me read this again. You ready? Participate in any radio, television, or other program or group discussion as an advocate for or against a partisan political party,
He was
candidate, or cause. It's right there. If I was those Marines, I'd say something to my chain of command. Be like, yo, we got a problem here. Because that speech was a definite political speech against a particular party.
Right.
And those Marines, like you said earlier, were used as props. That's a problem. When you're saying you're evil with Marines behind you because you're the commander-in-chief and have control over these Marines, is that a scare tactic? Are you trying to say, hey, I got Marines, bro. What do you got?
I don't know. They
Well,
also got
everybody
the FBI.
knows that that the president gets Marines. It
That's right.
doesn't necessarily mean they weren't tying their shoe at a certain time.
But yeah, it's very interesting.
Jocelyn
Oh,
I
what's
don't
up,
know.
Josh? How you doing?
I don't know how much Trump is inspiring hate, but I definitely know how much Joe Biden is.
Yeah, he that's what he's doing. He's an angry old man with dementia, and it's hurting him.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's hurting him big time. Let me get this right.
One of these days.
Check this out, though. So we're saying how this is not a good looking set.
Where was this taken at? This was the White House, no?
No, Philadelphia Independence Hall. So CNN
I think you're right, Jay.
changes the color during the live stream.
Really?
Here, you tell me. You tell me if they change the color or not.
We, the people, accept the results of free and fair elections only if we, the people, see politics not as total war, but mediation of our differences. Democracy cannot survive when one side.
Do you see a difference
Yeah.
from the
That-
beginning?
That's more pink.
Yeah.
Is it that, or did they just intensify the light?
It's probably
Like, instead of it being on like 30, they've moved it up to 50.
No, because look at, like,
Because he is brighter.
before I go, live and everything, saturation
Yeah,
and everything,
yeah.
okay? And I have to make sure that, we look like what we look like sometimes, which I fail often. But yeah, there was definitely some manipulation in between from the beginning to the end on CNN. Because this is both from CNN. This is
Yeah.
interesting. Wow. Oh, boy, do I love her. Carrie Lake. Well, she shreds Joe Biden in local media during this presser in response to the most absurd, obscene address I've ever seen a president give. So she's running for governor in Arizona.
I think she should run for Senate.
She is she's the former media personality who had enough of fake news being fed to her, where she's like, I quit.
yeah.
But she's like saying, you know what? Instead of just quitting, I'm going to do something. So, yeah, let's take a look at what she had to say because, man, she's damn good and hot.
You said you feel like Joe Biden is dividing the country, but do you feel like Donald Trump is doing the same by falsely telling people that he won that election when he lost it?
Did you hear the question? Mm-hmm. All right. You say Joe Biden's dividing the country, but don't you think Trump is saying he's dividing the country by saying that, it was a
Stolen
election, right?
Yeah.
Which I've heard in the past, too, by the way. 2016, right? Russia stole that one. Okay. In 2010, when the Tea Party members, we can get into that history.
Mind you, these are opinions of other people.
The country. Questioning an election where there are obviously problems is dividing the country. Since when can we not ask questions about our elections? As a journalist for many years, I was a journalist after 2016, and I distinctly remember many people just like you asking a lot of questions about the 2016 election results. And nobody tried to shut you up. Nobody tried to tell Hillary Clinton to shut up. Nobody tried to tell Kamala Harris when she was questioning the legitimacy of these electronic voting machines.
Nobody in 2016, no FBI agents went to Facebook and said, hey, this is not Russia hoax. This is not Russia propaganda. Right. But they did in 2020.
Oh, yeah.
Hunter Biden. Zuckerberg admitted it, that the FBI came to Facebook to say, hey, this Hunter Biden stuff should be suppressed because it may or may not be Russian information, disinformation. But it was all true.
Right.
Stop. We have freedom of speech in this country, and you of all people should appreciate that. You're supposedly a journalist. You should appreciate that.
I love the supposed.
So I don't see how asking questions about an election where there are many problems is dividing a country. What I do see dividing a country is shutting people down, censoring people, canceling people, trying to destroy people's lives when they do ask questions. Last I heard, we still have the Constitution. It's hanging by a thread.
But according to Biden, we are anti-Constitution.
Right.
According to that speech from last night, Yeah, but here's Kerry Lake, Republican running for governor in Arizona, is bringing up the Constitution.
Thanks to some of the work some people in this area have done. But we're going to save that Constitution, and we're going to bring back freedom of speech. And maybe someday you'll thank us for that.
If you're a journalist, whether you agree with something or not, you should definitely be for conversation.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, even still, when back in the day, journalism, it wasn't a matter of who was first. It was more of a matter of who was correct. You had to have at least 2 non-related sources.
That's right.
To be able to corroborate a story.
In journalism school, okay, Joe Padula. Okay, you got your nut graph, all right? That's your nut graph is your opening. I know it's a funny word, but that's what it's called, you know, where your 5 W's are. Who, what, when, where, why. 2 quotes. 2 quotes, separate quotes. Yeah. All right, to verify that who, what, when, where, why. Oh, boy, this right here.
That's the fake one.
Well, the fake studio?
Yeah.
Yeah. This studio, right. The studio outside, right. That's supposed to pretend it's the White House. That's a weird one, too. But, so today, Biden walks back his attacks on Trump supporters when pressed by Peter Doocy of Fox.
Oh, yeah. He hates Peter Doocy.
Well, Peter Doocy is a reporter.
Because he's actually asking the questions.
Excuse me, sir. Right. So Biden appeared to walk back his attacks on supporters. I'm on the Daily Caller right now of Donald Trump during a Friday event where he delivered remarks on the American Rescue Plan. Right. Well, here's that clip. Let's take a look.
Mr. President, do you consider all Trump supporters to be a threat to the country?
No, everyone, come on.
What the hell was that?
Is he going to take the bait?
I guess he was pulling out.
He was pulling his head? Driving the bus. He's driving the bus.
Trump
Does he think he has the wireless microphone in his
supporters
hand?
Yeah.
to be a
He
threat
has
to the
something.
country.
Yo, everyone, come on.
Yeah. I don't see no wire.
Yeah, there's no wires there.
Do we stumble upon something here?
I don't know, but
No, there's got to be something, right?
Mr. President, do you consider
There's
all
gotta be something.
Trump supporters to be a threat to the country?
Yo, everyone, come on.
He took off the mic, but there's no wire in his hand.
There's nothing in his hand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thank God.
the blue screen.
Thank
The blue screen
God.
hit it.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's.
Thank
I was
God.
like that. What?
Okay.
But that would have been awesome had we figured
No,
that out.
no. I'd be scared shitless.
Yeah.
I mean,
This
really.
guy's flying the plane.
But the question is, or would any of us be surprised if it was the other way around?
no.
Exactly,
No, you're right.
so-
Oh, Wilfreda checking in. What's up, Wilfreda Martinez?
Take that case. I don't consider any Trump supporter to be a threat to the country. I do think anyone who calls for the use of violence fails to condemn violence when it's used, refuses to acknowledge when an election has been won, insists upon changing the way in which the rules you count votes. That is a threat to democracy. Democracy. And everything we stand for rests on the platform of democracy. When people voted for Donald Trump and support him now, they weren't voting for attacking the Capitol. They weren't voting for overruling the election. They were voting for a philosophy he put forward. So I am not talking about anything other than it is inappropriate, and it's not only happening here, but other parts of the world where there's a failure to recognize and condemn violence whenever it's used for political purposes, failure to condemn the attempt to manipulate electoral outcomes.
Definitely not what he said yesterday.
So then how come they fail to acknowledge BLM,
Failure
Antifa?
to
Yeah.
acknowledge when elections
Yeah,
are
he's talking about.
Those are the ones that did violence.
We will condemn violence. We will condemn violence.
Just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country. Maybe there will be.
Oh, is that Nancy Pelosi?
That would be.
What'd she say? Uprisings?
Yeah.
Here's MSNBC. Here's a bunch of Democrat supporters.
People need to start taking to the streets. This is a dictator. You know, there needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives.
Enemies of the state.
Show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
Do something about your dad's immigration practices, you feckless.
When they go low, we kick.
How do you resist the temptation to run up and wring her neck?
The biggest terror threat in this country is white men, most of them radicalized right up to the right.
I thought he should have punched him in the face. I said, even if you lost, he insulted your wife.
Yes.
He came down the escalator and called Mexicans rapists and murderers. He said, well, what do you think I should have done? I said, I think you should have punched him in the face and then gotten out of the race. You would have been a hero.
I'd like to punch him in the face. I said if we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
Punch some people in the face!
When was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump, and that's a fact.
All right. You want to talk about condemning violence? Here is January 17th, January 20th, 2017. The day of the Donald Trump inauguration. In our nation's capital, Washington, D.C.
Police had to push back the protesters so firefighters could get to the flames.
You may think this was post-COVID due to all the masks. No. No. 2017. January 20th. Where's the investigation into this?
Watch out! Hey,
Small fires had appeared all day. This upped the temperature, which of course was the point.
One demonstrator threw a flashbang grenade back at police. It exploded in an officer's face.
Plenty of tear gas. 6 officers reportedly injured.
They will destroy your limo. You need to leave now.
AK-47, put the cops in piggy heaven.
I can't even do it. Anarchist symbol.
Guys, society, we're here to come together today. Fuck out. Right in the trash where it belongs.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah.
Not one condemnation.
You know what I mean? The Summer of Love 2020.
Yeah.
How many billions damaged?
I want to say it was like 2.
24 killed. Mostly black dudes, by the way. Not one word. Actually, they bailed out those who got arrested.
Yes, they did. Still doing it.
Still doing it. What does it say, Chris? What was the damage total? It's in the billions, right?
Exclusive 1.5 billion.
2 billion.
That was just the Summer of Love.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, 2 billion.
2 billion, right? Yeah.
Oh, that was the George Floyd riots.
Right. But, yeah, watching that gets you angry. It makes you want to do something.
I wish there was a way that we could go back to the day where people were able to have civil discussion.
Right.
About
well, you have to go back before cell phones.
That day's over. They want chaos. You saw it. Revolution or bust. You saw it.
Or death.
Yeah. There is no conversation, but
I can oblige the
I
second part.
agree. You gotta speak at the polls.
Yeah.
I agree. Not on the streets. Republican leaders, alarmed at the tone of President Joe Biden's Thursday night speech, urged conservatives, ultra MAGA, culture warriors, to react at the polls and not on the streets.
I was about to say, I think the only group that they say is like a homegrown terrorist group on the right, I think, as of right now, would be the Proud Boys.
You know nothing about the Proud Boys, do you?
I do not know.
No, because you just said that statement.
I'm referring to how the left sees them. Now, I'm not saying that they are.
All right, good. Go to recovery.
No,
Go to
absolutely
recovery.
not.
You should have led with that.
That's what I did say, but I didn't
you?
say the left.
Yeah, okay. All right.
But yet the left does say Antifa is a thought and not an organization.
Yeah, they
But
did say that.
You go to
The FBI, yeah.
Antifa.org.
Oh, it's...
Org stands for organization.
Right. That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, unbelievable. And all that. Just from this picture, can you guess the headline? With all this going on.
Ukraine.
What about Ukraine?
U.S. supports Ukraine.
More money.
You going with more money?
Mm-hmm.
What do you say, Chris?
I'm saying weaponry.
Okay. That answer is more money.
You win this one, Bay.
You win this round. 11.7 billion of our money more. Well, we got nonsense at the border.
Everything going up.
We got an inflation crisis. We got a border crisis. We got an energy crisis. All man-made, by the way.
Yeah.
Self-inflicted.
Day one.
And all this guy's talking about. That's the thing. This guy's not. Whoever's pulling those strings is doing it. You guys want to do a happy story?
Why not?
She ate a fly in the middle of her broadcast. All right. I have to, a little calm down. I'm telling you, watching that inauguration day stuff, it really, because nothing happened to them. Nothing. And you got guys who walked in to the Capitol, never should have went.
No.
It was a trap.
And the only one with a weapon was the cop that killed the girl.
Babbitt. Yeah.
Ashley Babbitt.
Right.
And thus far, we've given Ukraine over $9 billion. That's not the including the 11.
In total, if you count weaponry, sources, I think it's 32.
It's up there.
40.1.
40.1.
40.1.
If you include weapons.
I'm sorry. It says the 4 ways in understanding the $54 billion in U.S. spending on the Ukraine.
$54 billion. $54 billion.
Would it be?
Would it be?
Billions.
Do you want to see her choke on a fly?
I don't know why she swallowed the fly.
Sun has never seen an unbroken cycle of monsoons quite like this. 8 weeks of nonstop torrential rain. A national emergency has been invoked, but the weather in Pakistan, extreme weather, is alarming. Neither Garcha reports.
Get me out of here.
She swallowed it, huh?
Oh, she took it like a champ.
Yeah.
In good reporter fashion, she continued.
Without breaking the stride.
That's pretty good. Look at her eyes when it happened.
Sun has never seen an unbroken cycle of monsoons quite like this. 8 weeks of nonstop torrential rain. A national emergency has been invoked, but the weather in Pakistan, extreme weather, is alarming. Neither Garcha reports.
I don't know. Did she swallow a fly? Is that what they said?
That's what it said. The story goes.
Because I didn't see a fly. I thought maybe she swallowed her own spit wrong. You know,
Toronto.
sometimes that happens.
Toronto, that's the worst. Wrong pipe.
Yeah.
Toronto News. What's the other pipe? There's only one pipe, right? Does it go somewhere else? Why do they say wrong pipe?
You have two. You have bronchia and trachea.
The stomach and the windpipe.
Where does it go then?
So one goes through the trachea down into the stomach, and then when you breathe in, it goes to the bronchial.
Toronto news anchor Farah Nasser swallowed a fly while reporting on floods in Pakistan. Yep.
Well, I'm glad to see that she made a full comeback, and without hesitation, she did great.
8 weeks of nonstop torrential rain. A national emergency has been in. That's pretty good.
Benjamin Hibbert just says protein.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. They want to make sure you eat crickets. So look who unleashed on Will Smith over the Oscar slap. Chris Rock himself.
It's about time.
Should have had Mikey Glaze in here to do the impression, right?
Right. That'd be a good one.
I'm waiting for him to reply. He's watching.
Izzy, what's up, Mikey? How you doing? What's up, Nicole D?
That'd be a good one.
What's up, viewer? Protein. That is a good one, yeah. Let's see. And I love Mickelborg's last name.
So I don't know why it's showing on our screen. So if you're not familiar, our screen, we have a different screen that obviously than you guys are looking at, where it says Facebook viewer. It's actually, and if you watch, like on, I have the...
No, I think that's her name.
No, I have it pulled up on my phone.
It's a beautiful name, viewer.
Yeah.
What is it?
That's Benjamin Hibbard.
Oh, what's up, Hibbard?
But it's on our screens up top. It's not showing, so it says viewer.
Viewer says protein.
But it is Benjamin Hibbard if you look in the actual chat.
What's up, old mother Hibbard? How you doing? So, Chris Rock unleashed on Will Smith over the actor slapping him at the 2022 Oscars, saying it was over a bold joke, and Smith showed he's as ugly as the rest of us. 57-year-old comedian took to the stage. This was yesterday alongside Dave Chappelle at Liverpool's M&S Bank Arena in the United Kingdom, where Chappelle asked him about what happened on at the 94th Academy Awards. Did that shit hurt? Chappelle asked. And he says, goddamn right. The motherfucker hit me over a bullshit joke. The nicest joke I ever told. Kind of was, right?
Yeah.
Oh, look at them go.
I wonder how much of that they wanted to name that theater the S&M Theater.
Will did the impression of a perfect person for 30 years, and he ripped his mask off and showed us he was as ugly as the rest of us.
I wouldn't necessarily say that's super true.
Whatever the consequence, Rock continued to say, I hope he doesn't put his mask back on again and lets his real face breathe. I see myself in both men.
You got to take it. See, I mean, there's a point where you hit your boiling point, and nobody ever questions what brought you to that point. They just question what your actions were. So I can understand to a degree of Will Smith, but not over a joke.
Do you know which comedian actor does the best Donald Trump impression?
Oh, Josh something. I want to say it's Josh.
It's Jamie Foxx.
Oh, is it?
Ready? Close your eyes. Ready? Close your eyes. Those viewing from work or home
or driving, don't do that.
Yeah, if you're driving, close your eyes. Listen.
Don't.
There's a lot of great people on both sides. Lots of great people on both sides. I know Harry, he's a great person. He couldn't vote for me at the time. Now he can vote for me once he gets out. I love Snoop Dogg, Double G, great person.
So do you love Death Row Records?
I love Death Row. I love Death. Excuse me. Fake news. I love Death Row.
Wow.
What's your favorite Death Row record, Mr. Trump?
All of them. All of the Death Row records. Don't try to pin me down. I see what he just... Excuse me.
Fake news.
Excuse me.
Fake news.
Fake news.
He nailed it.
That's pretty good.
Guy nailed it.
That's pretty good.
That was pretty impressive. Man. All right. I think that's it.
That's it?
Yeah, I think that's it. It's Labor Day weekend.
It is.
What are you doing? You on the boat?
Oh, yeah.
Is that an invite?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Bay? Do you want to go on the boat?
What day?
Yeah, what day?
Probably Saturday or Sunday.
Can I ride the motorcycle too?
You got a license?
I could print one up.
I'm good enough for my insurance company.
Bay, you got anything Labor Day weekend?
Yeah, I'm supposed to barbecue, I think, Monday.
Bay is quite the cook, by the way.
That sounds like an open invite.
Bay, is that an invite?
Joe, what are you doing this Labor Day weekend?
Playing with myself.
Going out on a boat and having barbecue, apparently.
Nobody wants to come over when you're playing with yourself. Yeah. I'm going on a boat and go to a barbecue. I'm booked.
Don't nobody want to catch you at the hat.
What are you guys doing this weekend? Viewer Hibbard. Benjamin Viewer. What are you doing this weekend?
That's a better name, Benjamin Viewer.
Nicole D, what are you doing? All right. Mickelborg, what do you got planned? Let me know. I'm interested. But yes, hey, hopefully you guys are a little bit more armed with information in today's culture war. You know, if you need any help or assistance anymore, leadership or guidance, vice versa. I'll reach out to you. You reach out to me.
Oh, Nicole D's birthday is Sunday.
Really? What?
Happy birthday.
How old are you going to be? Do you ask that?
No, you don't ask that question to a woman. You don't ask age or weight.
Nicole, can you type in your fake age in the comments? Appreciate that. Don't forget to like, comment, share. If you're on Facebook and you got a little extra, if you got some stars, you want to send them our way, appreciate that. The button's right there. But yeah, I hope you all have a great, amazing, safe Labor Day weekend. And we'll see you next time on the Joe Padula Show. America's Party with a Purpose. Absolutely.
It's the Joe Padula Show, Clarksville's conversation.
Absolutely. One of the most amazing things to do all year round is to visit some of the world's most beautiful places and scuba dive, creating a lifetime of memories with each trip. But first, you must get certified, and that's where Water Dogs comes in. They're right here in Clarksville, and the Water Dog team makes the scuba certification process affordable, fun, and effective.
What was that?
What do you mean you got a new truck?
You got a new truck?
I love Water Dogs. You should go scuba diving, all right? Go scuba diving, all right? Water Dog, scuba, and safety. I mean, it's beautiful out there. What do you mean you just got a new truck?
I got a new truck.
Why? You just got a new bike. You just got a boat. What's going on?
I just upgraded.
What do you mean you just upgraded?
I upgraded a year.
Yeah, but it's a newer truck.
It is. So this truck has everything I want.
Hold on, wait, real quick. Lawyer Wayne. Like, this guy's smart. He's got 9 kids, okay? LawyerWayne.com. If you need a lawyer, just go to LawyerWayne.com. His cell phone is right there. Give him a text.
Yeah, text him.
You get a free consultation. Yeah, and he knows things. And he's got 9 kids. All right, so you renewed your boat?
Yeah, well, I bought the boat.
Yeah, that's right.
I bought a motorcycle.
Bought a boat. And she's 39. Nicole D.
Oddly. 39.
All right, so you got a truck. Let's go check it out. Is it outside?
Yeah.
See you.